Black Ops 6, okay? That's what we're here to talk about today, all right? Is it the best? Is it the worst? That's what we're here to answer today. To put it plain and simple, is it the worst? No. Is it the best? No. Is it in the middle somewhere? Yes. Is it in the upper middle? I believe so. Let's get into the good and the bad and how I think they need to improve for the future, because there are definitely some issues still, right? Okay, now that the game's been out for a few weeks, I think we can comfortably say that the game definitely has its issues and definitely needs some type of fixes, right? Okay, season 1's out now, and I still feel like we need to have a talk. So let's get into it. Multiplayer. Got the same motherfucking issues as always, right? Skill-based matchmaking I still think is a pain in my ass. I could have one good game and then I gotta go play the pro phase team for the next week, right? So you cannot get away with being good in this game and then not be able to keep playing in the same lobbies. You are gonna have to play against people your skill level, which, you know, you could hit on them. Oh, you suck at the game, your ass, you fucking blow, get the hell out of here, right? But that's just not fun though. If I have one good game, that shouldn't punish me and now have to go against a full pro team all of a sudden. I feel like that just isn't necessary or fair, right? That's why the old Call of Duties were more fun, because you could actually just be good or like overly better than average and still be able to stay in the same lobbies. My highest kill game in Black Ops 6 so far was like 72 kills, right? Okay, I would say that's like slightly above average, right? That's not bad. But then for the next week, they got me playing against pro teams all week, and I'm like, yo, this is just making the game so unfun now that I got to play against a team of myself. And unless you're really top of the competition and you're like the best in the game, now you got to play against people that are the same skill level as you, which sucks. If I want to play against people the same skill level as me, I could just go play ranked mode, right? What is the point of a public match if there's a ranked mode? You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, like why can I not have one good game and then have to go play against the best players in the lobby all of a sudden? Because unless, like I said, you're top of the top, you're gonna be stuck at a point because there's no more elevating, and now you're stuck with like a 1.0 KD every game or less, because now you're playing against dudes who are just fucking goated at the game all of a sudden. You know, the first 3 days when the game came out, I felt like I was popping off. I was going great. And then the skill-based matchmaking set in place once everybody played. And now I'm playing against teams of people that are as good as me or better. And it just makes the game so unplayable for long periods of time unless you, like I said, you are best of the best in the game. Next elephant in the room on multiplayer is the fact that you can, and many people can, you know, not mention, but just like, what's the word I'm thinking of? They can say this has happened to them, right? Is when you shoot somebody, them motherfuckers go, what? Boom! And shoot you after you shot them 3 times and you'll still die first. I don't understand that. Why, if I shoot somebody first, can they just flip around out of nowhere and then just kill me? I don't understand that. And I know some people say, oh, skill-based damage. Is that a thing? I'm not too sure, but when I see some of these clips of people on TikTok showing it, I believe it. There was a guy, I don't know what his name was, I forgot, but he was going crazy on Nuketown with a shotgun, hitting 1 pumps, right? From like pretty decent range too. He was going crazy. Just absolutely shredding people from mid-range with a pump shotgun. 1-tapping them. Next game he loads in, and he's getting hit markers at point blank range. So I don't know if it is a server issue or if skill-based damage is a real thing. I know people have debated about is it a real thing, is it not? But I have seen many clips that lead me to believe that it is, because it's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's real or not. I just feel like I've had this issue where the first, you know, week, or like, yeah, the first week the game was out, I felt like I was doing really good. My guns were killing everybody. And then the next week I get on, and now all of a sudden I feel like I'm shooting dudes 100 times. They're not dying. They turn around and then they kill me after I shot them first. And it's not like I'm getting like foot shots or nothing. I'm shooting straight torso and heads. Okay? Like, there's no reason I should be getting clapped if I shoot somebody first, right? That don't make no sense to me. Does that make sense to you? I don't know. You tell me. But look, that's 2 issues I've had so far in multiplayer. Third is these motherfucking spawns. Okay. There's no reason, if I'm right here, say I'm right here, I just spawned in. There's no reason there should be a dude right there and a dude behind me already shooting at me. Some of these maps have the worst spawns I have ever seen in my life. Okay, and I get it. Some of these maps are small as shit. I get it, right? But, like, I forgot what that one map is called with the house, the small ass map with the one house in the middle. But I'll spawn in, and I got a dude over here already shooting at me as I spawned in. Like, what is going on? Okay, this is like Nuketown level bad of spawning, right? I'm getting like pounded all three directions. Okay, full Diddy style, right? I'm getting pounded every direction. Okay, so like that's another issue I got. So skill-based matchmaking. Some of the shooting first and still dying. I don't know why it looks like I'm putting the middle finger up. And then the spawns. Those are like my three issues right now with multiplayer, which those are all pretty like concerning issues for me because a lot of time that could ruin the fun. You know, I'm just trying to play public matches and have a good ass time, not have to sweat my balls off like I'm playing ranked mode. You know, I don't consider myself the best at video games by any chance, but I do consider myself average to slightly above average at the game. Like I said, my highest kill game was like 72. And that was on like a domination or hardpoint match, so that's like nothing that special really. So like I don't get it. Like, you know, if they could fix the spawn, I think the way they could fix these spawns is if they add like a 1 second delay to spawning in. Because you know, like as soon as you die, you could just spam square and be back in. If there was like a 1 second like wait time, I feel like that could fix the spawns a lot. That might irritate some people though, I will say, because everybody does love spamming square to get back in, right? You want to get back in the game as quick as possible. But yeah, I mean, like, is the game bad though? No, I don't think it's bad. I would give the game around like a 7 out of 10, really. I mean, it's definitely a step in the right direction, I think. There definitely could be some improvements. I will say, on the good side of things, well, good / bad, let me get into it. Omni movement, you know, the elephant in the room, right? That's the brand new feature for this year's Call of Duty, right? It's all right. I mean, like, I don't ever find a scenario where I gotta run backwards though, so like, it's not really that important to me. Now, I have seen dudes who are doing like fucking spins around the screen on people, like, yo, like that shit blows me. If I ever had a dude do that to me, I don't know what the hell I would do. But I seen this one clip, the dude was like, woo! I was like, what the hell is he doing? I was like, yo, look, here's the thing. Omni movement is fine. If they want to keep Omni movement, fuck it. Keep it, right? No problem. I don't have an issue with it. If they want to get rid of it, I don't care either. It's just whatever. I don't really ever have a scenario really where I'm diving left and right that often to the point where it would matter to me if Omni movement was still in the game. And that kind of leads me to my next point. Well, not really lead, but my next point is maps. The maps are pretty poor. Some of these maps are pretty ass. I don't know what that one soccer stadium map is called, but that might be one of the worst maps I've ever played in my life. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. That goofy ass soccer map. I don't know. The soccer stadium. Y'all can tell me what that map is called, but I don't know. But that map is terrible. Ass. Same with that map that has, I don't even know what it's called. I haven't memorized these map names. The one where you're like on a big ass like stone castle or whatever. I don't know what that's called. Like, some of these maps are just like too wide open. Like, there's too much open space. Like, there's nowhere to go a lot of the time, I feel like. And also, while I do love that map with the house in the middle, that map is so toxic. You can't go nowhere on that map without dying. There's one more map. What's that map with the water? Man, I need to look. I should start doing my research. But there's a map with the water. That map is ass. There's just like too much like disconnected parts of the map. I don't really like that too much. I don't know. A lot of the maps just feel very, very mediocre. Not very good. I think most people can agree the maps aren't very good. So yeah, I mean, like, what are the good parts of the game? I do like the guns. The guns are pretty nice. I mean, we got some cool SMGs, some cool ARs. I don't, and the good thing I do like as well is that there isn't too many, like, there's not one specific gun that everybody has to run to be good at the game. I feel like they did a good job of having, like, at least a couple guns in each category that are viable options to being good, or having a good class setup. There's nothing that's like so far above the competition that it's outshining everything else in the game. Because it usually is pretty unfun when everybody runs like one of the same gun, right? And if you don't run it, you're going to be getting completely disadvantaged. But this year it seems like they got like 6 or 7, 8 different guns that are viable, so that's not a bad thing. I tried doing camo grind. That didn't really go out too well because once the skill-based matchmaking got put in place, doing camo grinding became like super unfun. Because not only now am I using like the worst guns in the game to try to get camos, now I'm like absolutely getting like clap. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm like average to slightly above average. So like having to play dudes who are really good at the game is really unfun when you're trying to do camo grind challenges. Especially headshots. That's another thing. Why did they get rid of one shot on snipers and shotguns for a camo challenge and instead change it to headshots? Also don't know why they did that. Especially headshots on shotguns. Like, who the hell is aiming for the head when you're using shotguns? You know, you're usually just hip firing that bitch and whatever hits, right? So I don't know why they got rid of that. Onto the zombie side of things. I mean, whatever, right? I mean, it's all right. It's all right. I mean, it's not no Black Ops 2 or 3 zombies, at least yet. I mean, the 2 maps we do have are just whatever. The one in the city is whatever. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's not bad. It's just all right. I do like the one on the island better. I think that one's a little more fun to play. That one feels more like a zombies map to me. The other one feels like they just threw you on a chunk of the Warzone map and you're just killing zombies on it. The one on the island, though, like the prison or whatever that is, I like that one. That's a cool map. I think I really like the vibe of that map. I like the atmosphere. And that one kind of has a story to it a little bit. I don't know what the Easter egg on that map is. I haven't even tried or looked. So yeah, I mean, zombies overall is decent. Hopefully they add some good maps, maybe some OG maps, you know, you could play. It would be cool to see maybe like a couple old Black Ops 2 zombies maps, or even 3, Black Ops 3, 2, whatever, you know, or even 1, right? I mean, every Call of Duty's had some really cool maps. So yeah, hopefully they add some cool maps going forward into the game. That's for multiplayer and zombies. You know, but overall the game's just all right. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10 at most. It definitely still has its issues. And I feel like they need to go more in a simpler direction when it comes to a lot of the stuff they're doing. That's a whole nother video in itself, so I'm not going to get into that. But overall, the game's not bad. So to answer your question, no, it's not the worst Call of Duty ever. It's not. I don't think it's really even close, really. But it is a step in the right direction, I think. And, well, I guess the future can only tell. I guess Sledgehammer makes the next game, or is it Infinity Ward? I forgot which one it is. I forget who makes Modern Warfare a lot of the time. I forgot which company. But hopefully whoever makes the next Call of Duty, you know, takes what Black Ops 6 has done decent and tries to add on top of it. Because there's a lot of room to grow. But a lot has already grown this year. So, overall, not a bad game. I'm going to keep playing it when I can. And yeah, that's it. Appreciate y'all boys stopping by. I'm going to keep dropping videos for y'all. Make sure to like and sub. And I'll see you boys later.